Good evening, everyone. Let's start by getting clear on what the subconscious mind actually is. Many picture it as some hidden, mysterious layer of the psyche, separate from your waking awareness. But I tell you plainly, your subconscious mind isn't separate from you at all. It is you. It's the vast, boundless part of your consciousness, holding every memory, every piece of knowledge, every unrealized potential you carry. Picture your conscious mind as the tip of an iceberg, poking above the waterline, what you're aware of moment to moment, your immediate thoughts, your current surroundings, whatever has your attention right now. But below the surface sits the enormous mass of the iceberg, your subconscious. It's this hidden portion that truly steers your life, shaping your beliefs, your habits, your reactions, and ultimately, the reality you experience. You might be asking, if my subconscious holds this much power, why can't I just instruct it directly? And that question sits right at the heart of what we're exploring today. The subconscious doesn't run on logic or reasoning. It doesn't process words the way your conscious mind does. Instead, it answers to feeling, to imagery, to lived experience, real or imagined. This is exactly why simple affirmations or forced positivity so often fall flat. You can't command the subconscious with mere words alone. You have to speak its native language, feeling, emotion, vivid imagination. Let's go a bit deeper. Think of your subconscious as fertile ground, ready to grow whatever seed gets planted in it. Those seeds are your habitual thoughts, your deepest beliefs, your most frequently repeated emotions. And just as soil doesn't distinguish between a weed seed and a flower seed, your subconscious doesn't sort impressions into good or bad. It simply accepts and cultivates whatever gets planted there repeatedly. This explains why so many people find themselves trapped in negative thought loops or self-sabotaging habits. Without realizing it, they've been sowing these very seeds through years of repeated thought and feeling. But here's the freeing part. You get to choose what you plant. You have the ability to deliberately impress thoughts, beliefs, and feelings onto your subconscious that actually match what you want. This, friends, is the real key to working with your subconscious mind. So how do we begin impressing our desires onto it? First, get crystal clear on exactly what you want to bring into your life. Be specific. Don't just say, I want to be happy. Picture in vivid detail what that happiness actually looks like. How does it feel? What are you doing? Who's beside you? The more detailed and specific your vision, the more clearly you're communicating with your subconscious. Once you have that clear picture, the next step is entering what I call the state akin to sleep, a deeply relaxed state where the chatter of your conscious mind quiets down, opening easier access to your subconscious. You can reach this state through meditation, in the drowsy moments right before falling asleep, or just as you're waking up in the morning. In this relaxed state, bring your desire to mind, but don't just think about it. Feel it. Live it as though it's happening right now. Engage every sense you have. If you're picturing a new home, feel the doorknob under your palm as you push the front door open. Smell the fresh paint. Hear your footsteps echo through the new space. Feel the pride and contentment as you look around your beautiful home. This act of imagination isn't idle daydreaming. Within the realm of your subconscious, it functions as lived experience. Your subconscious can't tell the difference between something vividly imagined and something physically experienced. By stepping fully into the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you're impressing the reality of your desire directly onto your subconscious. Now, some of you might be thinking, Neville, I've tried visualizing before and nothing happened. To that I say, persistence is everything. Your current reality is the product of years, perhaps decades, of impressing certain beliefs and assumptions onto your subconscious. You can't expect to overturn patterns that deeply rooted with one single act of imagination. You have to persist in your new assumption. You have to live from the state of your wish fulfilled, not just during a quiet moment of visualization, but throughout your entire day. This is exactly where many people stumble. They imagine their desire vividly before bed, but the moment they wake up, they slip right back into old patterns of thought and feeling. Remember, your subconscious is always listening, always absorbing. Every thought, every emotion, every reaction throughout your day gets recorded and impressed upon it. So you must hold the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even when the evidence in front of you seems to contradict it. This doesn't mean denying your current situation. Rather, you acknowledge it while simultaneously holding firm to your new assumption. If financial abundance is your desire, you don't pretend your bank balance is different than it is. Instead, you tell yourself, yes, this is where I currently stand, but I'm moving toward greater abundance. I am now embodying the state of a wealthy person. This brings us to another key element in shaping your subconscious: the power of your self-concept. Your self-concept is the sum of every belief you hold about who you are, the mental image you carry of yourself. And this self-concept may be the single most powerful impression stored in your subconscious. Many people struggle to manifest what they want because their self-concept directly contradicts it. They might visualize wealth while secretly believing they're not the kind of person wealth happens to. They might picture a loving relationship while fundamentally believing they're unworthy of love. To truly work with your subconscious, you must be willing to revise your self-concept, willing to see yourself in a new light. This isn't about inventing a false image of yourself. It's about recognizing and stepping into your true, limitless nature. At your core, you are pure consciousness. You're not defined by your past, your current circumstances, or other people's opinions. You are the awareness in which all of that simply appears. And that awareness, your true self, carries infinite potential. Once you truly grasp this, once you begin identifying with your essential nature rather than your temporary circumstances, you open the door to limitless possibility. Freed from limiting beliefs about who you are, your subconscious becomes free to manifest whatever reality you choose to imagine. So how do you actually revise your self-concept? The process mirrors impressing any desire onto your subconscious. Vividly imagine yourself as the person you want to become. Feel what it's like to be them. How do they think? How do they carry themselves? How do they respond to situations? But remember, this isn't about putting on a false persona. It's about recognizing and embracing parts of yourself that have always been there, just buried under limiting beliefs. You're not becoming someone else. You're becoming more fully yourself. As you persistently imagine and feel yourself as this ideal version of you, your subconscious will begin accepting it as your new reality. And as it does, you'll naturally start thinking, feeling, and acting in line with this new self-concept. Now let's talk about another powerful tool for shaping your subconscious: your I am statements. The words I am carry tremendous weight. They are essentially your own definition of yourself. Whatever follows I am gets impressed on your subconscious as a truth about your identity. Many people unknowingly use I am statements in self-defeating ways. I am tired. I am broke. I am unlucky in love. Each time you say something like this, you're programming your subconscious to produce more of that exact experience. To work with your subconscious effectively, you need to become sharply aware of your I am statements. Catch yourself when you use them negatively and consciously reframe them. Instead of I am tired, try I am rejuvenating. Instead of I am broke, try I am open to financial abundance. Instead of I am unlucky in love, try I am worthy of love and attracting my perfect partner. But it's not just about the words themselves. You must feel the truth of these statements as you say them. Your subconscious answers to feeling, not just vocabulary. So when you say, I am abundant, feel the security, the freedom, the joy that comes with abundance. When you say, I am loved, feel the warmth, the connection, the contentment of being deeply loved. As you consistently use I am statements this way, you're literally reprogramming your subconscious mind, impressing a new concept of who you are, and your subconscious will work tirelessly to make that new self-concept your lived reality. Now let's look at another powerful technique for shaping your subconscious, the practice of revision. Revision isn't about erasing your memories or rewriting history for its own sake. It's about recognizing that the past exists only in your mind and can therefore be reshaped within your mind. Your subconscious doesn't distinguish between what literally happened and what you vividly imagine happened. By revising past events in your imagination, you can genuinely change the impact those events have on your subconscious. Here's how to practice it. At the end of each day, replay the day's events in your imagination. If anything didn't go the way you'd have liked, revise it. See it unfolding the way you wanted. Feel the satisfaction, the joy, the fulfillment of this revised version. Say you had a disagreement with a coworker. Revise the scene in your mind. See the conversation unfolding harmoniously. Feel the mutual understanding and respect. Hear words of agreement and cooperation instead. Doing this doesn't deny what actually happened physically. It changes the impact that event has on your subconscious. You're impressing a reality of harmony and understanding instead of conflict. You can extend this practice of revision to any past event still weighing on you. Are there memories that still bring pain or regret? Revise them in your imagination. See them unfold in a way that brings peace and joy instead. Feel the emotions of this new version as though they're real, because to your subconscious, they are. As you practice revision consistently, you'll notice your reactions to present-day events start to shift. You'll become less reactive, more at peace, more aligned with the states of being you want. That's because you're literally rewriting the programming in your subconscious that governs how you respond to life. Now let's turn to another crucial factor in shaping your subconscious, the power of attention. Your attention works like a spotlight, illuminating and energizing whatever it lands on. Your subconscious assumes that whatever you consistently give attention to must matter to you. Many people unknowingly misuse this power by constantly fixating on what they don't want, worrying about hypothetical problems, replaying old mistakes, obsessing over current limitations. In doing so, they're unknowingly instructing their subconscious to manufacture more of exactly what they don't want. To work with your subconscious, you need to become the master of your attention. Deliberately choose to focus on what you want, not on what you're trying to avoid. When you catch your mind dwelling on negative possibilities, gently but firmly redirect it toward your desired outcome. This doesn't mean ignoring real problems or challenges. You acknowledge them briefly, then shift your focus immediately to the solution, to the outcome you actually want. Instead of worrying about an upcoming presentation, focus on picturing yourself delivering it confidently and successfully. Instead of dwelling on a health concern, focus on seeing and feeling yourself in vibrant health. Your subconscious is always listening, always absorbing. By consistently directing your attention toward your desired states, you're instructing it to bring your reality into alignment with those states. Now let's talk about the role emotion plays in shaping your subconscious. Emotion is what gives life to your thoughts and imaginings. It's the fuel behind the manifestation of any desire. Your subconscious answers more strongly to feeling than to logical thought. This is why simply thinking about a goal often doesn't bring it about. You have to feel your desired reality as though it's already true. As you imagine your desire fulfilled, allow yourself to feel the joy, the excitement, the gratitude you'd feel if it were already yours. These positive emotions are what propel your imaginal acts into physical form. On the other hand, emotions like fear, worry, and doubt can sabotage your efforts entirely. They signal to your subconscious that something's wrong, that you're in danger or lacking, which prompts it to create more experiences matching that feeling. So managing your emotional state matters enormously in this work. Practice intentionally generating positive emotion. Feel gratitude for what you already have. Feel joy for the beauty around you. Feel love for yourself and others. As you cultivate these positive states, you create fertile ground in your subconscious for your desires to take root and flourish. Now, friends, as we near the end of our exploration, let's address one final and essential point: the importance of persistence and faith in this work. The techniques we've covered are powerful, but they require consistent, repeated application to produce results. Your current reality is the product of years, maybe decades, of subconscious programming. It won't shift overnight. You must persist in your new assumptions, your new self-concept, your new patterns of thought and feeling. There will be moments when your physical reality seems to contradict your imaginal work. In those moments, you need faith. Not blind faith, but faith grounded in understanding. Understanding that your physical circumstances are the effect, never the cause. The cause lives in your consciousness, in your subconscious mind. Persist in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even when your senses say otherwise. Hold fast to your new self-concept, even when old habits try to reassert themselves. Stay focused on what you want, even as challenges arise. Because it's through this persistence, this unwavering faith, that you truly impress your desires onto your subconscious. It's through this steady practice that you reprogram the deeply held beliefs and assumptions that have shaped your reality up to now. Remember, your subconscious isn't your enemy. It's not something to fight or subdue. It's your faithful servant, tirelessly working to build whatever reality you impress upon it. By learning to communicate with it effectively, by consistently impressing it with the reality you actually want, you bring this immense power into alignment with your conscious intentions. As we close, I want you to hold on to this. You are not at the mercy of your subconscious mind. You are its master. Within you lies the power to shape your reality, to build the life you desire. That power comes from your ability to deliberately impress thoughts, feelings, and assumptions onto your